Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. This is another review for the Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 6, Episode 6, Land of the Free, Home of the Shade. We're picking up where we left off. You know, Karen and Giselle have been going back and forth, around and around. Oh, no, I'm mad at you. No, I'm mad at you. No, you wrong. No, you wrong. No, you did me. You did this. No, you did that. You know, the back and forth. And Candace interjects, and now she's the voice of reason. And she tells them, you know, you guys should get together while you're here and apologize to one another, like without the group. You don't need the group around. Y'all need to talk amongst yourselves and work this out, because at this point you're both mad and like nothing is getting solved. Both of you are standing firm on the fact that you don't think you need to be apologizing. Karen don't feel like Giselle is owed an apology, and vice versa, and they also feel like they're owed an apology from one another. So it's a mess. And so they're going to have to work it out separate from the group. Candace takes the ladies who are staying in the cottage over there to see their living quarters. And it's cute, quaint. It reminds me of an Airbnb, but nothing like the estate house. So it's very much a downgrade. Oh, well. Ashley, we see her, and listen, we don't even really care. Ashley and her husband doing a photo shoot. I will make mention of this. When the photographer gets there and she sees baby Dean, she's, "Oh, Dean, can I shake your hand?" He look at her hand and shake his head and go on by his business. Like, if you don't get your hand from away from me, get your hand out of my face. I don't know you. No. I was thinking, that baby is mean. He is mean. I don't like mean babies. Keep your mean baby at home over there with you. He's mean just like his daddy. Like he has Michael's energy for sure. But anyway, they have their little photo shoot, and they sit and talk about the trip. She tells him that she's gonna go on the trip, and Michael was a little hesitant, almost like, "You done dropped this on me, but the cameras are rolling, so I ain't gonna really give you the reaction that I want to give you." Okay, that sounds good. Sounds good. I think you should do that. He gonna leave Dean with the nanny at the house and take baby Dylan to the to the office with him. He said he got a couple of ladies up in there that can help him with Dylan. She also tells him, that Giselle mentioned she's ready to get out there and date again. And this man had the nerve to say, "Is Juan available?" Because she says, "Do you have any, got any guys over there in your Rolodex? You know anybody?" And he asks, "Is Juan available?" Is Juan available? Like, he didn't marry Robin yet, did he? And Ashley, like, if that was my friend, my husband couldn't have made that joke. And not to say he can't make the joke, like I have control over what comes out of his mouth, but he couldn't have made that joke and I let it slide. Like, I probably would have checked my husband, like, "Ooh, what? Wait a minute. Don't do that." Like, why would you suggest, hooking Juan up with Giselle, as if Robin and Giselle aren't, besties? What you doing? He want Juan for himself, honestly. He want Juan. He feel like he gonna get a turn. He said, "I'm gonna have my chance with Juan at some point." Robin, he said, because he's like, "I told you that they weren't gonna get married." Like, "Listen, I told you so." She just says, Robin says they're gonna wait until after the pandemic, and he's like, "Yeah, okay, it's not happening, but okay." I told you that they're not getting married. All right, so the ladies, they're getting dressed for dinner. Let's talk about the looks. Giselle has on this, it's like this she got on all white. It's a little Christmas sweater. It's giving Christmas sweater. Robin, girl, if you don't take these braids out of that ponytail, I know something. Because, no ma'am. First I was like, "You really about to come out like that with no earrings or nothing? This is how you gonna show up?" Take those braids out. the tribal braids, with the braid down the middle, and then they're kind of like braided to the scalp, and then they, cascade on down, and they kind of put this. Sometimes they put individuals up underneath that, but it's like it ain't really working for her. Like the braids, it's just not working for her. That's not her look. I'm gonna need if she had done regular old individuals, something she can put up in a bun, then cool. And I would have been okay with Robin rocking her bun the entire weekend. But this pull to the back in her scrunchie, no. I don't like that one at all. Ascali looks really cute. Ascali looks cute. She got on her little pink, like magenta coat. I didn't see what was underneath, but her bag matched her coat, and she looked real cute. And so did her earrings. It was real cute, real cute. I like that color on her complexion. And of course, we have Wendy pushing through. Wendy and happiness pushing through. They were sitting. Titties was up here. Her titties was up under her chin, like literally like that. They sitting up high. She got on this real tiny Versace bustier, and it's real tight. It's real tiny. It's very, very small. I don't think that it's in her size, but she has it on nonetheless. And her little outfit is giving what she wanted it to give. It's cute enough. She's, it's kind of like Fashion Nova ambassador, picture that. Okay, Giselle and Robin, they over there at the estate talking about Wendy and how, they over there, everybody over there, and they called it the servants' quarters, and I'm gonna need for them to watch that. I've heard a couple of YouTubers call out, the colorism in that whole little situation there. And I see that as well. It didn't trigger me in that way. And if anything, it triggered me because y'all are really on a plantation. And so why would you say that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you say that your light, bright ass, you get to stay in the big house while everybody else is in the slave quarters, in the servants' quarters? Okay, Giselle. That's going to come back to bite your ass, but okay. And don't be acting like that, like you don't know what the hell the people talking about come time for the reunion when Susie from New York City chime in with her question like, so I just find it funny that you felt like it was okay for you to say slave quarters as it related to those other women staying in that house. Now, I just, because how those questions come. Everything, they gonna come. They're gonna come. She's gonna get, asked about that her little comments. They're gonna revisit that for sure. But anyway, they're both, talking about Wendy and how she's different and something is just off about her. And, they're wondering, is she okay? And it's just like, that lady is fine. The whole time, though, Wendy and the rest of the folks have, Wendy and Carrie and them, they have got to the estate. And Wendy is, walking around the house. And when she gets there, when she gets to the room, it's kind of like, how what it gives when you walk into a room and the people in the room have been talking about you. And that's exactly what they were. It was almost like, oh, hey, girl. She's like, did I interrupt a deep conversation? Oh, no, we were just talking about you. That was the perfect opportunity to lay it on her, but they have to bombard you in front of the group. They have to, single you out and put you in the hot seat in front of everybody because I guess that we're trying to make TV. But anyway, they, head on to dinner. Candace, she has gifts. Her gifts are water aerobics gear, the swim cap, the one piece thing. They're going to do a little synchronized swimming, water aerobics, whatever. And Giselle will be leading the water aerobics. Okay, let's get in the car. Let's go. They get to dinner, and, they order the food and drinks right away. And Wendy I could tell Wendy wasn't feeling Giselle and Robin. I could tell that her wheels were turning. And it was obvious, like it was written all over her face that she, was still pondering on what I walked into. Like, are these bitches talking about me? I don't know. Like, I don't know. Escale asks what they're doing tomorrow. Candace, of course, lays out the itinerary for the next day. There'll be some whiskey tasting. They gonna, she has a lot planned. They asking Candace, about her work-life balance, how things are going with her. And she tells them that Chris is her manager. And now we got, one side of the table is like, oh, okay, cool. Then the other side of the table, Giselle. It seems like, riding your coattail a little bit. How does your mom feel? Her mama don't like it. And so, of course, Candace is like, my mama don't approve. But I mean, that's my husband. Like if I had any inclination that he would steal from me, take from me, clout chase off of me, I would have never married him. And I don't see that from Chris in the first place. He seems like he's very much, in love and happy in his marriage. He was the one bringing in the income, as far as his own business, his own restaurant. And so he good. I don't think he need Candace to, ride off in the sunset with, while on her coattail. I don't think he's just not that guy to me. And furthermore, why I don't understand that position that some women take, women like Giselle. You single for one. So please miss me with your relationship advice. Miss me. You're a single woman for one. So a single woman should not be telling a married woman, to pay her husband or to, make sure she's keeping it separate. That's her husband. If she's not paying him, to be her manager, she's paying him in love and tenderness. so booty, pretty much. And oh well, it's her husband. So whatever money she makes, whatever she brings in, it's going in the pot for the family, for the household, for Chris and Candace. I don't understand this mentality where it's like you already going into a marriage trying to figure out what you gonna hoard for yourself. What can I keep for me? What you get married for? You could have just been single, sis. And that's probably why she is. Because of that mindset right there. He kind of trying to ride your coattail. Because he wants to manage her. It's her husband. He can do that. Now, that doesn't work for every marriage. And I'm not saying that everybody need to go let their man manage them. Because mine can't manage me. And that's just because I want to stay married. That wouldn't work for us. But for somebody else, it's probably okay. Leave them people alone. Robin has the floor. And, she tells them she understands Candace's situation with Chris and, with Chris, being kind of pushy because Juan is quite persistent himself. So now she goes into the depression. Well, she doesn't call it depression right off the bat. It's just, she's just not been feeling the most motivated and she doesn't know what that's about. And, she's just unmotivated. And Giselle is like, no, well, she tells them that Juan told her, sleeping in and all of that was unattractive. And here comes, no man wants unattractive, Robin. You have to get up. She wasn't empathetic at all to her friend's situation. It was very much, oh, girl, you better get it together. That fine ass man gonna leave you because she definitely tells him in this next episode, you just gonna let that fine man just walk out of your life? So first of all, I would have had to stop you there. Excuse me, are you judging my husband's physical appearance, bitch? Because you ain't supposed to be doing that. You supposed to say, Robin, your husband ain't gonna stick around, for a long time if you don't do what you got to do to keep yourself above water. Like that's what you say to you don't say to your friend, girl, that your fine ass husband is gonna leave you. Because first of all, is he gonna leave me for you? Are you gonna step in where I leave off? Because it sounds like that. It sounds like Giselle want Juan for herself. I didn't understand that at all. But anyway, they talk about the depression and all of that. Escala tells her she thinks that it's depression. Robin thinks that it could be seasonal depression. Whatever it is, sis, you need to go talk to somebody professional about it and not, talking to your friends so matter of fact, like they're supposed to counsel you in some kind of way. Skylar is like, girl, you need to go to a therapist. And she thinks she just needs a life coach. No, you need a therapist and a life coach because something is, triggering the depression. So, yeah, go figure out what that is, Anyway, they, sitting there, having their conversation, and Wendy is eating, and she's like, ugh, every time I eat, I feel like my boobs get bigger. Giselle gonna say, oh, we're gonna talk about that. So she uses this opportunity to talk about that, and she just jumps in, and now it's, okay, by the way, Wendy, so your boobs, about those. I feel like something is really off with you this year. Like, I don't know. It's just not the same Wendy that I met. Robin chimes in. Oh, yeah, you're right. It's just, I don't know, like the Wendy we met before, she was this and she was that. She was so professional, the professor, and now it's just, you weren't this loose. Loose? When somebody says, when one woman calls another woman loose, basically what I hear is, you think I'm a hoe. Pretty much, because I would I want to, show you guys how the money was well spent. Trust and believe, if I get a Brazilian butt lift with breast lift augmentation, I will be showing you, okay? I will be showing off the cleavage, all that, okay? I'm going to the beach in my thong bikini. And you gonna deal. Don't come talking to me about, you've changed. No, this has always been she, me, her. It's always been me, okay? I just didn't have the body to really give it to the people. And when you get that body to give it to the people, you're gonna give it to the people. I'm gonna need for Giselle and Robin to sit back and eat their food. They sound real bitter and green and jealous and all of the above. I know all of that is about the same thing, but you get my drift. They all them things and more, because I don't have no qualms or nothing like that with anybody who goes and gets their body done and then now you come back changed. Because ain't that the point? Ain't that the point? Of course, there's a little bit more confidence there. I thought that you were always confident, in my opinion, Giselle tells her, but I felt like you were sexy last season. And Wendy's like, girl, I determine how sexy I am. Excuse me? You can say I was sexy all you want to, but if I didn't feel that way, then I wasn't. Sis needed a mommy makeover. She had her children, breastfed them all over a year, and now that she's done having children, she can go lay on the table and get it done, and maintain how she sees fit. But the judging and throwing out there, oh, she don't have substance and all of that. It's like, this is too much. It was way too much. It was very mean girl. They are mean girls through and through. Through and through. We're really just about to mask all of this shade and concern. Y'all are not concerned with Wendy's mental health or nothing like that. Because if you were, you would have never done this in front of everybody. You would have talked to her. You would have called her up on the line. You would have, got a moment to sit with her off camera, not on camera, but off camera. And you would have, gone about it that way, as opposed to trying to make a moment out of it. That's exactly what they did. And that's exactly what they do all the time. I didn't understand it. Wendy's like, well, shit, man, I just wear a damn sweater at this point. I will wear a sweater, okay? Shit. Giselle, we can't ask? Can we ask? Can we ask? The day that I can't ask Wendy a question, we got a problem. No, you cannot ask. No, you can't. You can't. Because you're not concerned. It's fake and it's phony. You don't give a damn about my mental health. You are trying to troll me. You are trying to embarrass me. F you, girl. That's what I got to say. F you. Okay, so the next morning, Candy, she up practicing her moves for the music videos that she got coming up. When she gets home, Mia's checking emails and FaceTiming with the family. Oh, speaking of Mia, I meant to tell y'all this. Mia, in that whole situation with Robin, Giselle, them ganging up on Wendy, they throw out there, Wendy's, situation with Mia and how they didn't get off to a good start, and how she kind of, Wendy that is, they didn't understand how she just lashed out. Like they couldn't understand that. It was just out of character for her to behave the way that she behaved. And Mia, she threw in her 2 cents as it related to Wendy's clothing and how she dressed. She threw out, we don't see Michelle Obama titties. We've never seen her breasts. We've never seen Oprah's boobs. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about Oprah's boobs or Michelle Obama's boobs. Am I Michelle Obama? No. You trying to put them in a box too. Because Michelle Obama, if she wanted to today, they gave her hell for, showing a little curve. So, yeah, Wendy tired of being in that box, because it's definitely a box. I'm almost certain Michelle Obama didn't want to be put in no box either, which is why, like, my husband had goals, had political goals and aspirations, and I just was thinking to myself, I don't know, babe, because when they look into me, they gonna look into me and be like, we saw her rolling up to the weed man yesterday. The senator's wife. The senator's wife was caught buying weed yesterday. The senator's wife was in here getting her Josh wine by the quart. So I like to show a little cleavage too. So no, don't put me in no box. Don't put me in your box. Don't do it. Okay? And it's just other people, deflecting and projecting their insecurities onto you, because I don't understand why she can't dress the way she wants to dress, twerk if she wants to twerk. If she ain't walking up into her classrooms giving lectures with her titties hanging out, if she's doing that, then yeah, then we got something to say. But she's on a girl's trip. She's on a girl's trip. If this ain't a safe, space for me to let my hair down, show a little skin, then where the hell could you go? If we can't go to Bella Noche's, where the hell could you go? Okay? Where can I go if I can't go be with my friends half naked? Don't judge me. Do not judge me. Okay? Don't do that. Don't do that. They're being very judgy. Very judgy. Very, it's just too much. Robin talking about she don't know if she like the girl anymore. I don't know, had I met her like this, would I like her? So y'all judge people by the way they look? That's all that's saying to me, is that you're judgmental. You look at people and assess them up and down, and judge them based off of their looks. You're shallow and you're a mean girl, and you can kiss my entire ass. The next morning, Candace, like I said, she was up practicing her moves, Mia checking emails, whatever, FaceTiming the family. Karen sits down, and Wendy comes in, and Wendy's covered up today. She's like, oh, you're very conservative today. You better not be. Listen, are you doing this for them? Go in there and change right now if you are. Don't you dare. Listen. What sis had, auntie was the old lady up under the tree, okay? Calling us over and saying to us, listen, my days up in here may not be long, okay? She said she never, she said that, basically she gave her like a pep talk. Like, don't worry about that. Don't worry about anything that they have to say. Giselle done been around here shaking her fat puss. Or no, she said her fat vagina for years, so don't let these girls get to you. And Wendy kind of starts to cry. She tears up a bit because that whole she lacks substance comment really stung. It really stung. And she shed a tear. And Karen, just told her, sister to sister, woman to woman, listen, don't you give them that. If you're gonna cry, okay, that's cool. You cry right here and right now, but don't you go in there and don't you give them that. Do not give them that. And I'm with you on that, Karen. I am with you on that. It was a nice little pep talk. Very, you know, because she told her, I didn't appreciate how they ganged up on you. I didn't appreciate what they was doing. Be you. Don't let nobody dim your light. And that's the truth. You know, people who are insecure, like I said, they're projecting insecurities. They are not secure within themselves to walk around like that and be confident in how they look. And so, because you are, oh, now I got a problem with you. It's the same thing with Lizzo. Y'all are mad because she's confident. You're mad. You can't, with confidence, with full confidence, go out the house the way she does. Or press play on your phone and twerk like she does. You don't have the confidence. And you're mad that she does. You're mad, and you're mad. So, stay pressed or not. But y'all gonna have to leave Wendy alone. Y'all gonna have to leave her alone over this. It's really not that deep. You throwing out accusations about her husband, but you don't believe it. Okay, if you didn't believe it, why we even discussing it on the television? You don't believe it. So why bring it over here? Why? Anyway, that is where we end out with that. Wendy gonna gather Giselle and Robin next week, and I'm here for it. Thank you, girl. Good job. Good looking out. I also forgot to tell y'all, I'm kind of out of sync. Sorry. So this is really like a review, not a recap. But anyway, Ascala, she, when they're at the table, she chimes in as well and gives it to Giselle. It's also, you have so many questions. You got a lot of questions. I have a question for you. I've been hearing stuff about you and your significant other too. So are you in a relationship? And Giselle says, I'm not going to discuss I'm not going to discuss him around trolls. And see, that's what we talking about, Giselle. That is why Karen is dragging this whole thing out, because you do stuff like that. It's very passive aggressive. The woman is sitting right there. So it's not like you know, behind her back doing this. You in her face with this bullshit. She walk in the room and it's, the crazy one's here. The troll is here. Bitch, do you want to fight? Because that's the next move. Do you want to fight? Can you fight? Because we about to fight. That's what it's gonna be. Because you get the mouth. The mouth is too much. I'm really like Monique with when it comes to tolerating somebody's smart ass mouth. My reflexes, I can't do it. I really cannot. I really be wanting to raise my hand and slap the hell out of you. Because why are you talking to me like that? Anyway, let me get off of here. Because I still got to finish Love and Marriage Huntsville. The notes, that is. So that I can review it. All right, guys. I will talk to you later. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. I felt like that was redundant. I just said that. Bye, y'all. Peace and light.